Okay, welcome to ABT. Stop number 7 on the fall schedule here at Cold Creek Lanes. We're starting semis here shortly. They still got about 7 more minutes of practice, and we'll be getting started with the 3 games of semis. as they're finishing up game 1, heading into game 2, we'll get a cut score here for you in just a moment and let you know where we're sitting. Do have a high game to report to you. Off of lanes 13 and 14, Sky Hiddle with the 277 first game. He'll be now on 5 and 6.
One big one, Joe. Raspberry, mango, grapefruit. Raspberry, lime. Call it yellow thing. That's what I was gonna say.
900 level staffer. I'm going to tell you a bit about the burner solid. I threw it yesterday and the ball is really clean through the front, but because it's solid comparing to a pro, it reached the lane just a tiny bit sooner. It has this really round shape at the mid lane and it goes to the pins really well.
Keeping it exciting, you know exactly what to do to blow my mind. You're from another planet, I've never felt like this, I don't know how I ever survived without.
I will tell you a bit about the burner that I drilled just yesterday. This ball is really good for when the lanes get dry, but not just. Sometimes on PWBA Tour we ball on wood lanes or very old surfaces, and I usually have a problem with the ball reading the lanes too early. And the burner is just amazing when it comes to just going really good through the front, but it reads the mid lane very well, and I just love how it rolls through the pins.
Constellations, you cover me in glitter till I'm shining bright.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. This is Nick Lawson. I'm here with Cody Vaughn. Rob Warner in the studio, alive, believe it or not. We might even get a picture of him so you can see exactly what this lunatic looks like. But we are here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette. A little bit of a shootout. First time in 33 years in the Denver branch that the Classic Division completely wiped out the 300 bucks. Unbelievable. So starting a Rappo in 2 weeks, game 4 is worth like $57. But that's the way it goes, you know. Just like the 40 framer. Won't go forever, and then it gets broke 3 times in 4 weeks. You know. Our first match today, ladies and gentlemen, is going to feature our master player who has the third most titles in the history of the Denver branch, Kelly Lawson, out of Westminster. He's got 20 titles, looking for number 21. He's going up against Nathan Preston of Broomfield. The last time they made the finals, he was the leader, but finished second in a close match. So he's obviously looking for title number 1. Nathan's going to have a 27-pin advantage. He's elected the lead, so they're going to shake hands, and away we go. Actually, Rob, a pretty good turnout, all things considered, that we have over 50 bowlers on their way to Vegas. So that was pretty cool. And first place today, 1,749. Not a bad day at the office. I'll take it.
Yeah, I would take that. Yeah, I'd just take anything in the top 5.
Absolutely. All right, good start for Nathan. What we did is we put them on, for those of you out there saying, okay, what are they bowling on? Actually, the cuts were reasonable. They were in the 60s. You wouldn't think that the pots would just disappear like that, but believe it or not, you get a handful of players that bowled extremely well, and a lot of people that grind it. So the overall cut looked pretty good, but the guys that shot well, shot very well. We had Johnny Camacho of Denver shoot 289 scratch. We had Joe Baca of Denver, who probably 170 average bowler. He shoots 298 scratch. I mean, there were some great games. Oop, I don't think I was going to hold. All right, so Kelly opens. He probably feels sorry for Nathan. He'll get him later.
That's a good frame to do it in.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because they're pretty good friends, and they like bowling against each other. And I think they're in a couple leagues together, so it's pretty nice. But you throw all that out the window when you're bowling for money.
Of course, it's head to head.
Ooh, not good. 379. We're going to go back-to-back opens by Kelly Lawson. The winner of this match is going to take on third seed Jeff Higgins. Jeff is from Kremling, and he's actually I believe he's a pit boss in Cripple Creek. One of the casinos in Cripple Creek. Ooh. I want to say Wildwood, but I'm not sure.
I've never been down to Cripple Creek.
And then second place, Glenn Reece of Littleton. And our tournament leader is Keith Turbot Jr. of Cheyenne, Wyoming.
You got a couple Cheyenne guys.
Yeah, him and Sean Hawkins, Mike Pollard, Isaiah Spigner. So yeah, good to see. Oh, hello, Mr. Lawson.
It's
You're down 60-some pins.
That's exactly how he started the semis too. I think he had the front 6.
Really?
Yeah. After about the third frame, I think I had the front 3. I said, hey, as long as I keep up with you, I'll be in good shape.
Yeah, absolutely.
He started laughing.
So you do.
I missed and he didn't.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's the name of the game. Yeah, our tournament in Vegas starts at the South Point Bowling Plaza. Actual qualifying starts Wednesday day, I'm sorry. We have 2 squads of winner spots Tuesday night. For $50, 1 out of every 3 entries will win a spot into the main event. Is good for $150, which you can turn that into $25,000. So $50 will make you 25 grand. That's like about a 17 roll on a crap table.
So you can bowl
sweet.
on Tuesday night and make it
2
to the main
squads.
event?
Yep.
Huh.
And actually, you could. Ooh, got it wide again. Kicked out the 9, but he's got the 3-7.
He really held on the last game. He had a hard time on 5 and 6 the last game of the semis.
Well, there's a couple pairs that the guys said were pretty tough. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. I always thought 3 and 4 was one of the tougher pairs here, but no. Okay. Wow, Kelly Lawson's over 3 consecutive frames. He must really like this guy a lot. But if I seem to remember, Nathan was in pretty good shape. And I want to say he opened the last 2 frames of his title match, or the last frame of his title match. It was pretty close.
Was that Centennial? Was that Centennial?
I'm not sure.
I think it was that Centennial.
But now Kelly's in full tilt. So he goes 3-7-9, 3-7, now the big 4.
It's going to be close.
Oh! Yeah, I wish he would try. Wow, what a job.
It's far from...
So I told Kelly, I said, you know, you're breathing right down Joe Stepniak's throat. I think Joe's got 22 titles. Kelly's got 20, and our overall leader, who I think has finally retired, unfortunately, is Craig Pagers. And I think he had 24. Why not? 4-bagger.
It's going to be a blowout early.
Oh, yeah. Well, if Kelly drove, Nathan's going to have to walk. I'm going to tell you that right now.
That's awesome. I think it'd be worth the Uber home potentially.
Yeah, there you go. Why not? You know, if you're going to throw the snowplow, do it when it counts. 5 in a row. That's why we come every week, because you never know what's going to happen.
I wish I had that ball 2 weeks ago.
Well, of course. We were just talking about that, actually. So our 5th place finisher today is going to take home $256. Ooh, he's got a possibility of making a spare. 4th place will be $306. 3rd place will be $487. 2nd place is $875, and our winner this weekend, $1749. So
Another good turnout too.
Yeah, the turnouts are getting better. People are getting back into it. You know, they're probably into their 5th or 6th week of league play right now in Denver.
I think on Tuesday. That's
So now there's a little bit of getting their timing back and feeling like they're back the way they were before everything started.
Well, is it too early for the pick to click, or?
Well, we know who's going to win this match. Obviously, it's going to be Nathan Preston. So, I got Jeff Higgins of Kremling, Glenn Reece of Littleton, Keith Turbid Jr. of Cheyenne. So now I'm going to put the pressure on Rob Warner. Who's your pick to click, Mr. Warner?
I was going to pick Kelly, but that didn't work it out.
It ain't happening. I took the pressure off you.
Absolutely. I'm going Glenn.
Okay, Glenn Reece.
Absolutely.
All right, good pick. I like that. What about you?
Mr. Turbid.
No, you sure you're taking the leader? Flipping a coin. Sucker.
He's gonna have a pretty good
I'm
look.
gonna have to do work now.
If he plays the spot he was playing in the semis, he's gonna have a pretty good
Actually, I'll do something I don't normally do. I'm gonna go in blind. I gotta pick Mr. Higgins from Kremling.
It's not hard to not pick either Nathan or Jeff,
No, it isn't.
just because of the pattern. It won't
Right.
it doesn't compare.
The straighter player definitely has the advantage on this. All right, fine. Good. There's another 300 shot in the butt. 6-bagger, 9K.
Be interesting going into the 9th frame, looking at 279 with 37 pins. It's a possibility.
Yep. All right. 6-bagger spare. Kelly's going, what do I have to do to get out of here? Well, you can throw the last 6 and kind of graciously wave and get out of here. There we go.
On the board. He's telling me outside, he's like, yeah, this is going to be interesting. He's like, 'cause I don't feel very comfortable.
Well, he doesn't have the room.
Right.
I mean, when he hits what he's targeting, he's got a good result, but the problem is when he doesn't, there's no margin for error. And that's what a lot of the guys were saying to me. There you go.
It was not hard to get to the pocket. It's always the key to this building is getting the ball to the pins.
Carry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you know best.
I know that
You bowl here
firsthand.
on Friday.
Yeah. I know firsthand. Sit.
Out of trouble.
Ah.
At least he scored one, but at least the monitors actually factor in the handicap. Don't have to try to math too much. No problem.
Good job. He's closing all his frames. A lesson he tried to imprint indelibly into his brain after his first finals match. You know, and guys, you know, like we talked about before, guys don't realize you miss one pin here on like a split, you get to 2 out of the 3. Always go for 2. Don't try to make it. The odds of you making it once out of whatever,
Right.
your odds are better to get to the count and hope to stay close. And it'll never fail that the 1 or 2 pins that they easily don't get and say, okay, no big deal, winds up coming back and hurt.
Oh, yeah.
So you just got to get everything you can and just, you never know. And will it hold? Yep. All right. Stellar performance.
Clean through 9.
Yeah, he comes out of the gate. Could shoot 250-something scratch. 290-something with handicap. That'll pretty much take Kelly out. They get Kelly 2-0.
So that was what he was talking about, where he threw it pretty good and just, even with the...
So he can max out at 172 and he gets 10 pins, so he is mathematically toast. Hold on. Oh boy. Well, Rob, your first pick to click did it. Let's hope your second one doesn't.
Yeah, that was not even. That was,
But by all rights, of course. The guy with the 3rd most titles in the branch, you would think he's been in the finals so many times, it's like walking to the mailbox.
unfortunately, he got stopped on the way to.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, there was a pit bull waiting for him. Hungry.
Well, Mr. Pogge went with Mr. Preston.
What did he do?
Pogge went with Preston.
Oh, sure. Keep cooking your brownies, Bogey. Mr. Carruthers is missing in action. He was supposed to come back. His lovely wife is working, trying to get all things done so they can get out of town and head to Vegas for the Nationals.
They drive.
There
every
must
time,
be a
don't
happy
they?
hour somewhere.
They always drive out there, don't they?
Almost always. Yeah. Nice. Oh. Ow.
Is that the?
Wow, thank God that didn't cost him. That was a fantastic shot. I am going to try to kill myself eventually. Oh, but why not? That's a great start for Nathan. He needs to keep that positive thing going. When his arm swing is nice and relaxed, he can be tough. So again, Kelly Lawson of Westminster is going to go home 5th place, $256.
Oh yeah,
That was a great shot.
it's got to be the sweats. Nice and comfortable.
He's got what, 6-bagger, 3 spares, and a possible 3-bagger. Wow. He's going to spank Mr. Lawson by almost 100 sticks. Why not? Fantastic game. 255 scratch.
Wow.
292 at handicap. He could have even beat Rob Warner that time. That's how good.
That's my first time going 250 scratch.
That's disgusting, but keep it up.
I was telling Nick it's got to be the sweats. I'm gonna wear mine next week.
No, you're not.
Hey, at least I have a shirt to go with those.
You don't have a shirt that goes with anything. I mean, we're going to talk about your dress. There is no dress code for you. Nobody knows what it is. All right, match one is over, folks. When we come back, Nathan Preston of Broomfield, he's going to take on third seed Jeff Higgins of Kremlin. Again, you're watching the Amateur Bowler Store Denver branch. We're at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette. Rob Warner at the controls. Neo Prism Media. And I'll be back here with Cody Vaughn, and I'm Nick Lasorsa. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
What's up, Storm Nation? My name is Jillian Martin, and today I'm going to be talking about the Electrify Solid. The Electrify Solid's a nice, very pretty red color, so it's got the silver engraving on it too, so definitely going to see it pop. You see it from a mile away. I really like it. It smells good too, so that's always a plus. So I know it's a little bit of a weaker ball in one of Storm's lower lines, but it's definitely going to be a good ball down on some lighter conditions. Thanks for watching, and make sure to pick up your Electrify Solid at your local Storm VIP Pro Shop.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Nick Lasorsa, Cody Vaughn, Rob Warner here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette, Colorado. Match 2 of ABT Stair Step Finals. It's going to feature our fourth seeded player, Nathan Preston of Broomfield. He's taking on our third seed, Jeff Higgins of Kremling. Jeff's going to lead the match. There was only a 6-pin difference in handicap in Jeff's favor, so this one's going to be much tighter. They both throw similar balls, which are basically laser beams to the pocket, so we'll put the jugs gun on and see what happens. But we'll get them and rock and roll. Winner takes on Glenn Reece, who's kind of he probably throws a little bit more rotation, and then of course Keith Turbett, the better player out of the three, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win, of course, because Kelly by far was the better player in the finals, but he got a lesson that happens. Speaking of lessons, here we go. He pointed early, which is what Rob Warner told him for years. You know, if you're gonna miss your mark by that much, point in the right direction and good things can happen.
Absolutely.
Or throw it hard. Yes. There's another adjustment we want to tell you about.
Right there.
A little high, 4-pin, good shot. Again, folks, you won't see us next week. We'll be in Vegas spending all of your money. And when we come back in 2 weeks, 30th and 31st of October, we'll be at Arapahoe Bowling Center in Greenwood Village, beautiful 40-lane center.
Good question by Mr. Jacob Ettinger. He asked if Lawson even owns a urethane or a reactor resin bulb.
If he does, it's gathering dust somewhere in his closet.
I'm pretty sure he owns a Halo Pearl that only sees the lane on Badger.
Okay.
Which you haven't put out in a while. So.
No, I have not. But PBA Dragon in 2 weeks could be a possibility.
Yeah, that's true.
45 feet.
Close.
Thought he was going to blow by.
Back-to-back
All right.
4-pin spares.
Good work. Higgins with a 6-pin lead, and we were 16 or 17 here with a double.
He didn't point early enough.
1, 2, 4, 7. He was too late. Ball was already in the pit before the holster got loose.
The fence, the picket fence.
A lot harder than it looks. You can actually put the ball exactly where you want the ball, walk right through it, and still leave you to 7 pins.
Yep.
It's all taken care of. Yeah.
Good spray there. Just like you said, he almost chopped the 7.
Yeah.
Since you forgot the one thing about me.
Maybe. Called it early that time. Why not? One thing about these matches, they're going to go fast.
Yeah.
I think if you go and get me an ice cream and come back, we'll be in the final match.
Speaking of which, that birthday cake's pretty good.
Oh, sure, go ahead and rub that in. Ooh, a little light. Leaves the bucket. 2, 4, 5, 8. That's the one thing that this bowling center can say that nobody else can. Adjacent to their building, actually you can walk right in, is Cowabunga ice cream. And I got to tell you, folks, I am a huge Bing Cherry Vanilla freak, and they have the best Bing Cherry Vanilla I have ever tasted. So they got my vote for life.
I haven't tried that one. I'll have to try that next time.
And they got a pumpkin for Halloween, and I hear that's awesome. So far, everything I've tasted has been fabulous. What do I know? I'm just a junkie.
I've had the birthday cake, and I've tried the cake batter, which is more that's actually got cake in it.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good.
Maybe. Oh, major break. This leads to 2-pin. So he failed to convert the bucket, which makes this game even closer. Double by Jeff Higgins. Could increase that lead that he has right now.
Oh boy.
Yep, that's good. All right.
Got the tripod right here, so I'm like,
44 in the third with a spare. Higgins working on his Dutch 200. I was going for an Italian Dutch, if you understand that. Friday night I went 7-10 strike, 7-10 strike, 4-9 strike.
Oh, gotcha.
I went,
Wasn't
think
quite,
I should make an adjustment?
Wasn't
Yeah.
quite sure what the Italian Dutch was.
Well, because you got one, you don't, you got one, you
Yeah,
don't.
right.
It was ugly.
That part makes sense.
So I managed to throw like the next 4 or 5 to steal a 190. Oh, please. That's it.
You could have pointed enough that way.
I was going to point the other way.
Thank God. Yeah, what's the point there? Out the door? Wow. Thank God he was on a strike.
Yeah.
So his Dutch, no, he doesn't because he doubles. And Nathan's in early trouble here if he can convert. Through that slower, got it actually rolled.
Yeah.
Got a spare, yes he did. 3 count on the double hurt him a little bit, but the spare was huge. So Jeff Higgins has 83 in the fourth with a spare. Nathan technically has 64 in the fourth and coming up. So down 25 or 26, almost halfway through the match, including the handicap difference. Beautiful. That shot. There was no doubt about that one. Okay, let's see if he can double and cut into this little bit of a handicap lead here. When I talk about Sky Hill, just missed. And I mean just missed. 1 pin making it into the finals. And then there was a huge difference after that. 61 was a cut in the finals. Sky Hiddle was 60. And then 7th place was all the way down to 36. You just never know. And, ooh.
I'd like to shoot that 1-2-4 conversion again.
Yeah. Well, you actually finished 9th. You didn't do as bad as you thought.
Yeah. No, that's, and then, so yeah, if I strike, spare strike there is huge.
$94.
Not too bad. It's just bullets for 2 weeks.
Come on, hold on. Oh, he did get both. Okay. Good job. I thought he was going to leave the 8 there for a second. Tell you what, if you're watching at home and you go to the refrigerator, you could miss a game and a half the way these guys are. Oh.
Almost 7-10 there.
No, it's not like we're watching Philip David and somebody else that you set your watch with a sundial. You know, you'll actually see the clouds and the shadows change.
Shot. Closing frames.
Yep. Closing frames and are taking no time. So Jeff Higgins right now is up 24 with 4 frames to go.
That's close.
That's close. Ooh, did he leave a 7 again?
Yes.
That was a great shot.
Wow. Looked like there was a messenger that stopped. That got
There was
stopped.
more than one. I think that was Pony Express and I missed their mark. That was a great shot. Yep, got it. All right. 121 and a 6 with a spare and a 7. Beautiful. Beautiful shot. Took his time, did try to overthrow it. I needs another one here.
Could be huge if he strikes on this.
Yeah, this is big. 8th frame. He could really use this one. Cut into this deficit. Throws this one. He cuts it to 13. With the handicap difference, of course. Maybe. White? No. Bucket again. Yeah.
Jinx.
2, 4, 5, 8. Well, he missed it the last time. Let's hope he converts it this time. The count's not going to hurt him. He needs to convert this spare to stay in it.
Do I need to get on Eric or what?
Tell you
So
what,
right now, the best he can do is
I'd feel
204.
I'd feel pretty good throwing a straight ball at the bucket. Like,
Yeah.
in all reality.
And it does look good. Oh, couldn't get the back pin. Use the 8 pin. 132 in the 8th. He can max out at 192. It's not technically not out of it yet, but Jeff can put a few nails in the coffin.
Oh boy.
124.
Just fired that one.
Well, he converts this, he'll be up 32 with 2 frames to go. You almost got to love his chances at that point.
Looks good.
Give it a chance. 147 open in the 8th. So he's still up 21, so it wasn't a killer. But that could have been just about over right there. And he opened, it's a crack. It's just a crack, but you never know.
Oh, he tugged it. Oh.
Up to 1-3. The best you can do now is 197. Again, it's still close enough where we can't call it. That looks good. All right, good job. 147, sparing the 9th.
Nathan has a chance to put the pressure on him.
He needs. He's got a double now.
Yeah.
He's got to make him think about it. 132 open in the 8th. Best thing to do is 192 scratch. And he's spotting him 6. So now is the time. No. Best thing to do is 82. At this point, all Jeff has to do basically is count and a mark on the 10th.
Maybe.
All right, what's the spot?
Jaden, you don't have your equipment. No.
All right, Jeff's up 21. Nathan, he's got at least double. Make him think about it.
It's a better shot.
Maybe. Yep, very good. Get another one.
Yes, we can.
We have to play it right now. Yeah, because
Ooh, maybe. Oh, 810. That's going to end his day, Cody. Best we can do now, but 170 or 171, giving him 208 with the handicap.
71.
171 and 37. 208. That'll be fourth place. And 5% of the Megapod, he's going to take home $306. So not bad. I know he would have liked to have done better, but that is bowling. Meanwhile, Mr. Higgins, the radar gun.
And the Raiders are up at halftime.
I'm shocked. No worries there. So you can shoot 186 and 43 for 229.
Size 24.
185. 43, 228. So Mr. Higgins is going to move up and on, taking on our second seeded player, Reece of Littleton. Glenn has one title under his belt. And when you come back, folks, you're going to see that. Our semifinal match. Again, this is the Amateur Bowlers Tour Denver branch. We're here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette. And we'll be back in just a moment.
Got me upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the moon. Take a trip around your body.
Hi, I'm Daria Pająk and I'm a 100 Global Staffer. I'm going to tell you a bit about the burner solid. I threw it yesterday and the ball is really clean through the front, but because it's solid comparing to a pro, it reached the lane just a tiny bit sooner. It has this really round shape at the mid lane and it goes to the pins really well.
Keeping it exciting, you know exactly what to do to blow my mind. You're from another planet. I've never felt like this. I don't know how I ever survived without.
I will tell you a bit about the burner that I drilled just yesterday. This ball is really good for when the lanes get dry, but not just. Sometimes on PWBA Tour we ball on wood lanes or very old surfaces, and I usually have a problem with the ball reading the lanes too early. And the burner is just amazing when it comes to just going really, really good through the front, but it reads the mid lane very well, and I just love how it rolls through the pins.
Constellations, you cover me in glitter till I'm shining bright.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick LaSource. I'm back here with Cody Vaughn, Rob Warner here at Neo Prism Media. And we're here at Cold Creek Lanes in Lafayette. This is our semifinal match. It'll take care of Mr. Higgins. So far, Chalk, our third-seeded player. Now he's taking on our second-seeded player, Glenn Reece of Littleton. Glenn's a two-time champion, and he's elected to lead the match. Glenn won a doubles title at Brunswick Broadmoor Bowl.
Huh.
And then his singles, he won at Crown Lanes.
The Broadmoor, was that the one on Wadsworth?
Mississippi and Wadsworth.
Yeah.
Love that house. Stadium design, 32-lane center.
Right.
All kinds of room.
It was elevated down,
yes.
right? Yeah.
That's why they call it stadium design.
Gotcha.
Make a note of it.
Yeah. I only bowled there once. Actually, that's a lie.
There he goes.
I only went in there one time.
What a great house, honestly. Great bowling center. I really hated to see that one not stay open. Ooh, back to back. Strike. Here we go, folks.
Interesting to see Stepniak stay around. He had a pretty good look in the semis as well. I saw him in his first game. He was really rolling it well.
Broadmoor years ago used to run 10-game no-tap tournament on Sundays. Late afternoon.
That sounds like fun.
It was hysterical. Handicap, of course. So we got done our tournament early, and that's when Freddie McClurkin was helping me. Of course, Freddie's a Denver Hall of Famer. So we decided we're gonna go in and bowl no tap. Freddie throws 7 real 300s and didn't cash. Thank you very much.
No pay window.
Needless to say, I had no shot. But
scores were outrageous, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Well, it's no tap.
Well, yeah.
I thought that was hysterical.
Yeah, that's awesome. The one I missed the most is Broadway.
Yes, I agree with you. Oh, good try. We've had some incredible tournaments at Broadway Bowl over the years. Now you wouldn't even know it's there now.
Yeah.
Building's been torn down. The dealership has taken over that property, and all their inventory's over there now, and you would never know where it was.
Yeah, it's terrible.
What a great bowling center. All right, hold on, Glennie. A little luck leaves you 3-9. So we got somebody with 1 title, somebody with 2 titles, and our tournament leader is no titles. So you gotta think that Keith is gonna do his thing, which is to your advantage.
Yeah. Pick to click.
Very
Good spare there.
Good job.
Yeah, that's the worst part. Is now the Broadmoor, Brunswick Broadmoor just sits there.
Yeah.
And the building sits there.
Yeah. How long's it been there now? What? I don't know. 6 years or longer?
7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
Because I've never bowled in that center.
That used to be the district and regional office for Brunswick.
Huh.
Regional vice president at the time was Mr. Chauncey. His son still works for Bolero now. And district manager was Butch Bircher, who did a tremendous job at Heatheridge years ago. That was just a great bowling center. I had lots of fun there. Sit. Oh, gets a break. Double spare strike, and he's exactly correct. But ugly works. The old UBE ball, ugly but effective. So Glenn's going, okay, how do I combat this? Well, take a deep breath, do what you normally do. Good things can happen.
Do you know why they kept Green Mountain over Broadmoor?
A couple of reasons. Number one, Broadmoor was what we used to call a PMS house, which for us meant Professional Management Service. Brunswick ran that bowling center for a proprietor. For what we would do is we gave them a flat amount every year, and then over that amount was our profit, but we were responsible for all the upkeep.
Gotcha.
And the situation went well, but now when you're talking about a building that's been there since the 60s, and you're looking at Green Mountain was built in the late 80s, obviously more parking, better location, didn't need the roof issues or whatever was going on at Broadmoor, which you're going to do with an older building anyway. And since they were a mile apart, they were able to put both houses' leagues in one bowling center. So what they did is they took all the leagues from Broadmoor, put them in Green Mountain, and they fit.
Yeah.
So now Green Mountain was wall to wall. They didn't have to worry about paying anything for Broadmoor anymore, and that's why they kept Green Mountain, which is a good move. It was a very good business move. I hate to see Broadmoor go, but when you're in that situation, that was the obvious choice to do.
Yeah, when you got two centers that close.
Yeah, but the weirdest thing in the whole thing was those two centers were a mile apart, and the market was completely different.
Yeah.
It was the wildest thing you've ever seen in your life.
Similar with Bellevue and Broadway. A little further
I would
apart.
say similar to Bellevue and Littleton.
Gotcha.
As far as the marketing aspects, the income levels, and all that stuff.
Right.
Oh, that's close. Oh, we liked it. Slowed the ball down a little bit where you could actually see it before it disappeared. Gets a strike in a sixth. He's got 108 in a fifth, actually. Double spare strike, spare strike. Plenty's got two splits, but he's working on a strike. This would be a good time to get lined up. Maybe.
Good shot.
Come on. Oh! I liked it. That was a good shot. Leaves a 10. So if he converts this, got 73 in a fifth. He'll be down 35 scratch. Probably 28 with handicap difference. And will it hold on? No. He got it away from his body. Now he's in trouble. 81 in the sixth with an open. He's down over 40. So Mr. Higgins is like lucking out big time. Well, he's on his way to Vegas, so he figures, hey, what the heck? If my luck is here, let me take the money and not gamble when I get to Vegas, because you're going to win twice in a row like that? I don't know. Oh, so what does Glenn do? Throws a worse shot, crosses over but carries. But he needs to strike more than anything. Ain't over yet.
Glenn looks like he could be a personal trainer.
Yeah, he obviously spent a lot of time in the military.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe he does, he's in the contract department of one of the major oil companies.
Huh.
So he does quite well. But that was a job he did in the military, so when he came into civilian life, it was a no-brainer. And he loves it, obviously. Been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Easy transition.
Yeah. Will it? No. Oh, flagged them both.
That hurts.
134 in the seventh. He wants to let him back in. He does that again, he will let him back in if Lenny can throw a couple here late.
How long has Glenn been a member? water
That's a
shop?
damn good question. It's got to be 15 years, maybe. Jeff off and on has actually been a member for probably 10. But he lives way up in Kremling and, of course, working for the casinos. And this is a tough one for him because he works nights. So he gets out of work, he goes home, picks up his wife and baby, and then comes in and balls him. And then I'm sure, hopefully he doesn't work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because then, that's probably, about an hour and a half, 2 hour drive to Kremling from here?
Weather permitting.
And then, of course, Kremling's not real close to Cripple Creek.
Yeah,
that's probably another 45 minutes to an hour.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised he goes. Oh, I'm trying to picture Kremlin right now, but
northwest of here. Well,
it seems like
actually, I would say northwest of Cripple Creek.
Yeah, that would make sense. It seems like Central City would be an easier if you're in the casino thing, but maybe
not from where he lives.
I guess that's true.
Oh, ow! Pulled through that one bad. 107 in the 8th, and time's running out for Mr. Reece. He can max out at 167, which means Jeff basically just needs to stay behind the foul line in the 9th and 10th. And this is over. So Mr. Warner's pick to click has burned, gone down in flames. So the Rob Warner jinx continues. Thank God your wife doesn't bowl this anymore, because if you picked her and she lost, I wouldn't want to be in your neighborhood.
I'm a loser. I'm stuck both ways.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Spare there.
Good shot. All right, he can max out at 157. But realistically, Glennie's going to go home in 3rd place, but taking home $487. That's good Vegas money.
Almost paid for the. Well, they didn't. Somebody told me they didn't do the thing, the package this year, or this season, or this tournament.
Say that?
I said somebody told me that they aren't doing packages or something.
Well, the packages are up. We only had so much time. Once, they give us a block of rooms,
right,
and we try to build some incentives with coming out. Good shot. But those packages were up, probably 2-3 weeks ago minimum, maybe even longer. Because we have so much time where we have to let the hotel know how many we're actually going to use, and then they want them back because, trust me, if they're not full, they're damn near full.
Yeah.
And with the Raiders at home next week, Vegas will be full. Trust me. 2-4-5 for Mr. Higgins. But again, he's already got this match in hand.
Spare.
So there'll be strikes here, 184. .227 with his handicap.
Good shot.
All right. So Jeff Higgins, first bowler to win more than one match. Shoots 185 scratch first game, 184 scratch this game. He's going to move into our championship match against Keith Turbot of Cheyenne, Wyoming.
I picked.
And again, another
click.
close match. 6 pins.
Yeah, another 6.
Glenn's going to be a little disappointed, but still almost $500. You can't sneeze at that. He's not well.
Yeah. Good spare.
All right. So if he strikes here, 146 scratch, 197 with handicap. Third place money, $487.
Pays for your package almost, if he got a package. Oh, was the package a little more this time because you got the ball? Is that how that works?
Yes, you have the ball and the shirt plus 4 nights instead of 3.
That's awesome.
So it was a great package. I think it's 8 count there for 144. 195 on handicap. So Mr. Reece again, third place. And our championship match this afternoon will feature Jeff Higgins, a one-time ABT champion, up against Keith Turbot Jr. of Cheyenne, Wyoming. He's looking for title number 1. When we come back, you'll get to see that. Again, I'm Nick Lasorsa with Cody Vaughn and Rob Warner with Neo Prism Media. We're here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette, and we'll be back in just a moment for our championship match. Don't go anywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Nick Lasorsa, Cody Vaughn, Rob Warner. We're here at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette, Colorado. ABT's championship match here before we head on our way out to Vegas. And this match is going to feature Jeff Higgins of Kremling, who's won one title with us, up against Keith Turbot Jr. of Cheyenne, Wyoming. And his best finish so far has been 4th. So he's looking for title number 1. And he's actually going to lead the match. For gentlemen, go ahead and shake hands. We're going to go. 6-pin difference in Jeff's favor.
Looks like Keith's a pretty new member.
Keith, off and on, he's probably been in 2 years.
Okay.
He came down, started bowling. Him and Sean Hawkins are both from Cheyenne, and they were taking lessons with Randy Chisholm.
Oh, okay.
The great Randy Chisholm. And they were taking their lessons up in Centennial. And we were up there one afternoon putting all the stuff up, and they went, hey, what's going on? And we explained what was happening, and Randy said, you got to get in. And they did. And so far, Keith has had the better
career.
Well, I wouldn't say career, but yeah, he's cashed more often than Sean. But they're both good players, and they're learning, getting better all the time. Oops. 4, 6, 7 out of the gate here for Mr. Higgins. Meanwhile, Keith started with a strike. Keith is rolling the ball really good.
Yeah. My pick to click.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Who is mine? Oh, God, I got Higgins? Okay. Well, I said I was going off the wall.
True.
And off the wall I am. Yeah, yeah.
Bounce. Nope. Good count, though.
All right. So there goes his handicap advantage. Now let's see what he can do.
That's a better shot.
Close.
Some pin action.
Almost got lucky.
Yeah.
Leaves a 6-pin.
Is Keith going out to Vegas as well?
No.
No.
We haven't gotten him in that far yet. We're gonna have to work on him. But we got over 50 bowlers going.
Yeah, that's
it's a great,
awesome.
Great turnout for us. And we've done quite well over the last couple of years.
Seems like there's always somebody in the top 16.
Oh, always,
generally.
yeah. Yeah, we'll put anywhere from 4 to 8 bowlers in the Survivor Finals.
Yep.
And probably a third of the field will make the cut. So, yeah, well represented.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, just came up a little high and late at the end. Leaves the 3-6-7-10. He's on a strike, so this can be made, and count, of course, is important. You make sure of 3.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. Those are sneak up there at the end. All right, so we got 8, 6 and 2, 18 in the first, 26 in the second with an open. If Jeff gets a mark here, we're looking at 29. That's a 6-pin advantage. So yeah, he can be up a mark or so.
Do you have any Cheyenne guys going out there that you know of?
Maybe Mike Pollard. It just depends on his.
It's a better shot.
Well, his getting off of work.
Yeah, I think his mom's in Utah. I wanted to say Utah or something.
I don't know.
This last trip out there in February, he was out there, but he was with his mom before that, so it wasn't. He said it was only like 6 hours or 8 hours away.
Vegas from Salt Lake is. I think it's 6 to St. George and another hour and a half to Vegas. So maybe 7.5. If he was coming from Salt Lake. That's pretty good. Good shot. Double wood makes the spare. a strike here, and Jeff has a 9-pin lead after 2 frames, so we'll see what happens. Maybe. Oh, a little late, 245.
Pin's going everywhere back there.
Now that one was just under the speed of light, so not quite as hard as Rob used to throw the ball.
Yeah, Kremling is in Grand County, west of Winter Park.
Yes. Not necessarily close. All right, good job. All right, takes the 245 out. So spare in the third. Actually, both bowlers are tied, scratch, so Jeff has a 6-pin advantage right now.
And Kremling is north of Silverthorne by 36 miles.
Oh, okay. So what you're telling me is if it snows up there, I'm going to be there for a while.
Yeah.
All right, goes through the face, leaves the 610. I've never been up that far. I've been to Winter Park once, and I've been to Silverthorne, obviously, but been to Grand Lake and all that stuff, but I've been in Aspen once. But I've never been in the southwest corner. I would like to go see Durango. That is those areas down Pagosa Springs, yeah. I really would. I think that'd be a fun trip.
I've been to Kremling once a couple of years ago as a passenger, which means I didn't pay much attention until we got there. So that's why I was like,
oh, we're here? Okay.
I've driven to Vegas, and that's not fun.
No.
I mean, some people think, I mean, in the summer it would be fantastic.
No. I did it by myself. No. If you got somebody with you, it's not bad.
Yeah.
But by yourself for anywhere from 9 to 11 hours.
Yep. I've actually driven there twice. Once I drove out there for the World Series of Bowling, and then I drove out there for WSL Worlds for softball. So a couple different adventures and times a year. Still can't beat the hour flight.
Yes, I absolutely agree 100%. I mean, I like to drive, don't get me wrong, but when you're by yourself, that's a long day. I mean, I think I left it, it was summertime. It was in July, so it was a summer nationals. I think I left the house at 5 in the morning. And I crawled into St. George somewhere about, I'll say 3:30.
Yep.
But by the time I got done bullshitting with Myron at his bowling center in St. George, and we got to Vegas, it was like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's a long day.
That's a long day. That's a long day. When you can get on a 7 a.m. flight and be there by 9.
8?
Well,
You
be there
get
by
the hour.
8. Yeah, you get the hour. You'll be at the restaurant by 9.
I'll be done by 9.
Yeah.
I'll have my order in and I'm done.
Yep. That's awesome. Yeah, South Point's amazing.
I love that place. Never had a bad meal there. Service is fantastic. Of course, the bowling plaza with Mike Moniak at the controls is fantastic.
Good shot by Keith.
And is this year the Women's Nationals there?
This way.
Women's Nationals at South Point this year?
No, Women's Nationals is in just outside Addison, Illinois.
Oh, Addison, Illinois. That's right. So the men are there.
Yes.
Okay. Hey,
Have trouble.
has he got the 8 with it? Nope. Just left the 1-2. Keith currently down 15. Needs to crawl back in this thing. All right. Jeff converts a spare. Like Jeff said at the start of the match, gotta make spares, and he's right. So far, he's closed more frames than anybody. So, other than Mr. Preston in the first match when he went ballistic on Kelly Lawson, his ex-best friend.
260 scratch.
Yeah, never shot over 250 in his life. Shoots 255. Unbelievable. There we go.
Loved it.
Yeah, 82 in the 5th with a strike.
You need to have a good shot here by.
Yeah, still he's down 15.
Yep.
Halfway through the match. Needs to get going. Again, if he fails to win, he's going to take home $875 for second.
Yeah, shake that off.
That's not bad. Well, of course, first place today, 1749.
Looks like a good shot.
Get up. Mix it.
Mixer.
Oh, that could have happened. 4-8.
Looks like he has a great line. I'm not sure how.
Doesn't have a lot of room, though.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm sure there's a little bit of nerves involved there, too.
Of course.
It's like when you found out you were going to have to repeat third grade for the fourth time. That gets a little old, you know.
Why is this
You know, when you're driving to school and you're in seventh grade, it's not good.
Why is there this guy? Why is he drinking on his lunch break at high school?
Yeah, exactly. Because he can.
Subway and a beer.
There you go. And unfortunately, Keith opens. He's got 80 in the 6th. Come on, Keith. He can still shoot deuce, but he's got to go off the sheet. Put some pressure on Mr. Higgins right now. Jeff's like walking in the park there. Really hasn't been tested. You hope for matches like that. Oh, I liked it.
Out of trouble.
Came up a little high, left a 6-pin, but I thought he was going to carry that. See, the beauty of that is now that Randy's going to be obviously watching this, and he's going to be watching Keith. He's going to film it, and the next time they get to practice, he's going to dissect his game bit by bit, just to show him where all the differences are. Some you can feel, some you can't, and that's the beauty of video.
Right.
Try to work those little kinks out, get a little bit more consistent. You know, like some bowlers, they don't realize that they wrap the ball around their hip, which causes the ball to go either dead right or you're going to pull the ball. And
Figure 8, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a good shot.
Ooh, I liked it. 10-pin. Wow, that's a great ball. Yeah, but I think video has been the best teacher for bowlers by far. You know, a coach can tell you time and time again, you're doing this. Your brain's going, no, you're not. Until your brain actually sees it, and then you go, I am doing it.
Right.
It really does make a difference.
Jason Moore today brought up a good point. He said that there's a few people this morning that he was talking to who were like, I'm missing my board by a handful or whatever, and then he'd take a video of them and they missed by an arrow.
Oh yeah.
And he's just like, and then they'll argue with you until you know. But
2-pin.
I love when people.
Well, and the thing is that there is a 3-board difference between how you line up and where the ball's delivered.
Right.
And some people it's a little bit more, but I think they say the average is 3 boards.
I don't think a lot of people know that.
And,
some places are more than others, because I think Holiday has an extra set of dots.
Well, and then you have to. That happens too. In fact, at the old AMF Arvada lanes, there was one pair where the locator dots were different on the approach than any other where in the ball center. One pair. And the people that moved to that pair, not knowing it, all of a sudden going, what the hell happened? Not realizing that the dots were different.
Right.
Until somebody, after they stop laughing, go over and go, you see the difference over there? And it's, oh no, I can't believe they did that. Yeah, they did.
Hopefully your friend was noticing that before you pulled the whole
before
game.
the match was over.
Yeah.
All right, come on, Keith. Let's get back in this.
That's a great shot.
Beautiful. There we go. 107th. You can still shoot 190. And believe it or not, he's only down 16 with his handicap difference. So this can get interesting real quick. Puts a double here. We got a close game. Stepniak's going to run up, show me his video. And I'm going to kill him.
What do you say?
Attaboy. See, Rob knows better. Oh, boy. Very lucky just to leave the 1-2-4. Yeah, he's upset because we needed the double, but he wheeled that ball right. He was in trouble right out of the gate. That could have been 2-4-8-10.
Could have been 3.
Could have been 1-3, 1-2-4-10. But it's a makeable spare. Need to make this and hang on. Hold. There we go. All right. So Keith Turbot, 120 in the 8th with a spare in the 9th. And Jeff Higgins is going to finish first, so we'll find out what's happening here in just a moment. Ninth frame.
He winged it.
Beautiful shot. He came to play. 130 in the 9th. Well, let's put it to you this way, folks. If he just goes spare strike, 170 and 6-pin difference, 176, he'll shut Keith out. So it's pretty much over, but you never know. Well, 245. He was, the adrenaline was flowing on that one.
Yeah.
So now the best he can do is 170. 170 and 43 for 213. And now Keith can go 170 and 37 for 207. So this spare is huge. I don't know. Yep, he gave him a chance. So he opens in a 10th for 158.
201.
201 with handicap. And if Keith Turbot can punch for 170, he'll shoot 207. So he's got to get double 7.
Oof. It's on his good lane at least.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. How's
shot.
it look? Oh no! Came up too high. 467. That's going to end his day, but at least he went right down. He went right down to the wire. Yeah, he gave himself a chance. Yeah. That's all that counts. So Jeff Higgins of Kremlin wins 3 matches on the second ABT title. Good for $1,749. And Keith Turbot will have to finish for 2nd place. But still a good day at the office.
Not too shabby.
$875. So 146 and 37, 183. Again, 2nd place today, $875. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us. Rob Warner, Nick Lasorsa, Cody Vaughn. We'd like to stick around and lie to you more, but we got a pack. We are Vegas bound. There is not necessarily a crap table, but there's at least one real good restaurant and a draw poker machine waiting for me. So, that being said, folks, we won't see you next week, obviously. We'll be having too good of a time, trust me. But our next event in 2 weeks with Neo Prism Media, it's going to be at Arapahoe Bowl in Greenwood Village. The Billy Gench Invitational. Fred and Billy Gench, owners there. Tyson Lundquist, general manager. And one of our bowlers, Chris Kern, is the master mechanic. So, again, that's going to do it for us. We hope you have a great week. If you're driving out, those of you going to Vegas, whether it be out of Denver or out of your home divisions, please be safe, be careful, and we will see you Tuesday night and Wednesday. Have a great week, folks. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Take care.